Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. So, guys, today, oh my goodness, my allergies have been crazy. My nose is all stuffy because we've had the windows open, and yeah, it's just not been a good day. It's been really warm out, which is really nice, but my allergies are really bad. So, yeah, guys, and then to top it all off, to my hands. Oh my gosh, this eczema stuff has been driving me crazy. Oh my gosh, my hands itch so bad. Like, it's crazy. And on top of that, too, if they get warm, like, I was sitting upstairs, too, where it was, like, warmer today. And me and Matthew were watching some TV shows. And my hands, all of a sudden, I had to keep, like, an ice pack on them, like, the whole time I was upstairs, pretty much. Because my hands got too warm. And then they would start itching if they got too warm. So it's like, I have to keep them cool, like, all the time, which is really aggravating because, like, especially when I sleep too. Like, last night was good. For some reason I fell right to sleep and I slept really well last night, but the night before that I kept waking up because it was really warm, and I woke up like so many times in the middle of the night, and I was like scratching my hands because they would be itching because they were getting so warm, which is really weird though, because my hands are always freezing cold. I mean, like, freezing cold. And so it's really, really weird that, like, they're so warm because, like I said, they're normally, like, never warm. So, yeah, it was really frustrating. But last night, luckily, I was able to sleep well. And I fell asleep at, like, probably about midnight. And I slept until, no, maybe a little bit after that. I ended up sleeping until 9 o'clock, or no, before that, maybe like 8:30 or something like that. We ended up going to IHOP because it's kind of like a Memorial Day tradition, even though I don't really like going to IHOP every single year, because there's a, like, resort kind of near it. It's not like a real fancy resort or anything like that, but they always hold this, like, convention every single year. And maybe 2 years ago you guys would have seen, or maybe it was last year, I don't remember, but they end up holding this convention, and so, like, every single year is always packed. And I do not like IHOP only because there's, like, barely anything there that I can ever eat, with the exception of pancakes, right? Which would be, like, great, but I'm not a huge pancake person just because I don't like, they're, like, way too, like, there's no protein, they're just carbs, and, like, it just sits in my gut all day, and it just, you know, like, I just feel super tired after I end up eating, like, a whole batch of pancakes and stuff like that. I mean, not all the time, but, like, a lot of the time, especially, I don't know why, it's, like, with IHOP. Like, because normally, too, I'll end up getting hash browns and, like, pancakes, and it just, like, I feel so, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just gonna fall asleep. It just sits in my gut all day, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just, you know, I don't know. It's just, there's no protein in there either, you know, or anything. But today I switched up a little bit because they were like red roasted potatoes with onions and green peppers. They actually tasted really good. So I had that. Okay, I ate all side dishes. I didn't even have, like, a main course. So I had that, and then I had a side of fruit, and I had a side of toast. So, and the toast was like 2 pieces, and then I had the fruit and then the hash browns, which is kind of like, with the exception of the cheese, it was like very similar to the way I do my breakfast potatoes anyway. So I actually really liked it. I mean, like, the pepper pieces, I was just scratching my hand, guys. The pepper pieces were like super, super, super tiny, like super finely sliced. And, like, they weren't like strips, they were like little cubes. And I always do mine in strips, and then so were the onions, like a diced onion basically, but the peppers were diced the same size. So, and then it was like with, like, chunk potatoes, you guys know, regular kind of size chunk potatoes. So, I mean, that was really good. So I'd say that was kind of like my main course. But, and then I had the toast and the, what's it called, fruit. But I didn't end up vlogging just because, like I said, it's always packed there. Because I think we went a little bit later, like 9:30. It was, like, kind of like most people are kind of getting done eating breakfast, and it really wasn't, like, lunchtime yet, because then, like, as we were, no, maybe we got there by, like, 10 o'clock or something. But then by the time we were, like, leaving, people were starting to order lunch. It was like 11, you know, almost noon and stuff like that. Or some, you know, 11:30, whatever. So, you know, people started ordering lunch by the time we were leaving. So I think it was actually a decent time to go. But yeah, anyways, guys, then on top of that too, today we did a ton of like house reorganization and house like cleaning, and we moved a whole bunch of furniture and stuff like that. So that was pretty much all today. I mean, it was just like, you know, a very, very boring day in cleaning and stuff like that. And then we took Bliss and the puppies for a walk, and we literally just tried walking like up to like that corner. We only got like 3 houses. Well, originally we were gonna walk back to like that corner, and then we ended up just like walking to the corner that's here, and then we ended up walking a couple houses that way because we were gonna walk to the far corner, which is only difficult because there's a lot of dogs that live over there. So we were like thinking like we'll walk to that side, which even though both the neighbors that live on that side of us both have dogs, but they don't really seem to leave them out in their yards very often, whereas like most of the people that way always leave their dogs out. So anyway, so long story short, we took them for a walk, and Bravo is a little angel when he walks on a leash. Charlie is like, oh my gosh, he is such a spaz, guys. Seriously, he like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, he didn't want to lead, so Bliss was leading, and then he would like run after her and like, you know, follow her, but he then would all of a sudden get distracted and want to go like play with Bravo on the sidewalk, and Bravo's like over there just being a little angel, like, you know, walking, keeping up with everybody, just wanting to like sniff around, and Charlie's over here like strangling himself because he can't even like walk on a leash. So yeah, that was very exciting. And you know, I was like, as soon as he got back home, I was like, he needs to have a harness because he's gonna end up like strangling himself. That was creepy. Siri was trying to send a text message to one of my 2 friends. Okay, anyway, I have no clue what she even picked up from me talking. I don't know what I said that made her on. Or why like she randomly turned on. But anyways, guys, yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, like, you know, Bravo's this little angel when he goes walking, but Charlie is spaz. Which is like, it's so sad though, because like Bravo will just be like chilling and stuff like that. All of a sudden like Charlie just comes up and like gets him and stuff like that, and like, oh my gosh, it's just annoying because I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how cute he is, he's sitting there so cute, or he's sleeping so cute, and all of a sudden Charlie jumps on top of him and they start play fighting. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, just leave him alone. And most of the time I think it's because Bravo's like genuinely like frustrated, and he just gives in and he's like, fine, I'll just play with you. You know, like they're puppies and stuff like that, but he just like gets so frustrated, I think, that he just gives in and he's like, fine, I'll play. But yeah, Bliss was playing with them today, which was kind of fun. She was a little bit like, she's not timid around them anymore, which is a good thing, but she doesn't realize how big she is, and she's trying to play with them, and they're, you know, whatever, you know, 6, 7, 8-week-old puppies, however old they are, you know, and they're gonna be small dogs too, you know, they're gonna be Dachshund Chihuahua mix, so they're small, and she doesn't realize how small they are, and is trying to, you know, like when she plays with them, you know, like her little nudges or whatever that she tries to do to get them to play with her, it's like they're like falling over, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, she doesn't realize how big she is and how little they are to be playing with. So anyways, though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today, so make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and tomorrow we should have some grilling, some other fun stuff. I'm also going to go to the grocery store. So anyways, though, I'll see y'all tomorrow. So bye, guys.